Hello everybody, this is Saturday, the 2 days after Thanksgiving, and we've got leftovers. So I'm going to attempt to make turkey noodle soup, and I'm winging it. So I've got some celery I need to use up. I've got obviously turkey. I've got my dried mixed vegetables, which is peas and carrots and corn that's in here that I'm going to put in there. I have some onion flakes that are dried, a bit of garlic powder, salt and pepper. I have leftover gravy, a whole bunch. So what I did is I took the gravy, put in about 4 cups, and then I added water, and that's going to be my liquid. And so I'm going to get all this stuff prepped. Oh, and I have noodles. We've got some inexpensive dried noodles. So everything is going to be going into the jar. We're going to be canning it for 90 minutes because there's turkey in there, there's meat. And so I'm going to kind of show you the process once I get to the different stages. Okay, so I have everything chopped up, and I have a ton of celery, so I'm not using all the celery, but what I am going to do is when I'm done, I'm going to finish chopping up the rest of it, and I'm going to dehydrate it later so then I can make cream of celery soup mix. But anyway, so I have everything here. I have my jar, and you're going to want to start out with your meat on the bottom. I am not measuring this. I'm kind of eyeballing it. So we're going to put in just, I don't know, that's probably about half a cup, quarter cup, something like that. Okay, so I have that much turkey in there right now. And this will be like 2 servings of turkey noodle soup, so hang on. Okay, next is my dried mixed vegetables that I did last summer. Oop, hear that? So all I'm going to do is I'm going to put in just a little bit, and that's right after I do the meat. And I don't want to put in a ton because remember, we're going to put liquid in here and it's going to absorb all the moisture and it's going to expand. So the next thing I'm going to do is now I'm going to put in some celery. Just a handful. There we go. Then I'm going to put in my minced onions. Again, I don't want to go down and get an onion, so I'm just going to throw some minced ones in there. Give it some flavor. Maybe like I did, so a little bit more. Then we're going to put in some garlic because I want flavor. None of these are going to taste the same since I'm not measuring, just a little bit. Then I'm just putting a little tiny bit of salt to give it some flavor. A little bit of pepper on top of that. Then I'm going to put in my noodles. My noodles are dry. Now, they say in the canning world, don't can these noodles, but I'm going to try it. So what I'm going to use, I'm just going to grab like a handful, like I said, just going to drop them in there. Now remember, these are going to expand too. So none of my ingredients that I'm going to do, because this is a soup, I am not going to have them go above about the 16 to 20 ounce mark. This jar happens to be marked. That is done. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my turkey gravy that I actually added water to make it liquidy. And again, this has cornstarch in it. So they say, don't can with cornstarch. Remember, my kitchen, my rules. All right, now I'm going to take this and I'm going to pour that in there. Whoops. Until we have about 1 inch of headspace. Boom, we're done. So that's what it looks like. Then I'm going to wipe the rim. I'm going to finish filling my other 5 cans. Then we're going to put it in the counter for 90 minutes and we'll show what it looks like. Now, I would myself, hang on. Am I really using this lid? Yes, I am. You know why? Because I canned dry food with this and I didn't seal it in a pressure canner. It's on my lid. Feeling kind of crazy? Tip it upside down so it kind of all mixes together. That looks yummy just as it is. So I'm going to get the other ones done and get them in the pressure canner 90 minutes. Okay, 90 minutes. Then I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. Okay, everybody, we're back and it's done canning. It's been done canning for a while. I've been letting them cool. So I wanted to give you what they look like. I have one that didn't seal. This is my fault because when it came out, it was sealed and then I shook it around, which you're not supposed to do, but I did it. And so so it didn't seal, but that's okay because we're gonna open it up and I'm gonna show you what it looks like. This is one that has sealed. Now, it's separated out because the water and some of the stuff is settled at the bottom. That's okay because you're gonna shake it up. But there we go. That is a turkey noodle soup. And look at all the vegetables that I put in there that were dried, rehydrated. So let's open this up and take a taste test. See how we did on this. So I'm gonna tighten this up for a minute. Now I am gonna shake this before. Now if this was shelf stable, I could throw this lid off. I'd put this in a pan, reheat it up, or put it in the microwave. I'm just gonna shake it up a little bit, which I kind of did this after it came out after a while, and I shouldn't have done it. You're not supposed to touch in 12 to 24 hours. My bad. So I was just too eager to see what it would look like. So anyway, so it's done, and this is, I mean, it didn't seal. There was no pop, there was no nothing. That's okay though. So remember, we have turkey in here, veggies, celery, noodles, and we're gonna see how everything turned out. I'm just mixing it up, pouring it in there. We're gonna see how the noodles did. And then this will be lunch tomorrow. So I wish you guys had smell-o-vision because it smells so good. So I'm gonna pull out some of the noodles. And remember, the noodles we put in there uncooked, there they are. Noodles are a little soft, but that's okay. You don't have to put noodles in there. You can put rice in there, you can put nothing in there. So anyway, I'm gonna take a bite of this. This is really good. Enough seasoning. The vegetables rehydrated. Those are the ones that I dehydrated out of a bag, frozen bag, mixed. And this is so good. No more salt and peppers needed. I wish I could figure out the noodle thing so that they didn't get so soft, but I've heard you could use no yolks and that works also. But I'm not mad about it because it still tastes awesome. Guys, I made 5 quarts of this. Well, now 4.5. So this will be lunch tomorrow. Put this back on, put this in the fridge. I think this was a success. I made some ham and bean soup for tonight. And if we have leftovers, which I made a big, huge pot, I'm gonna can those also. And bean and ham is the same thing as meat, 90 minutes that you need to PC it for. Beans are already cooked. So cheers. Everyone have a good night.